Hello, everybody. A lot has been going on. We need to talk about Ciera. We need to talk about if she's going to the reunion because that's the question everybody has been, talking about right now. And lately we had Shelly and Olandra going on Kiki Palmer's show. And then there's a lot to talk about. I'm so happy with my girls. I'm so happy they're doing great. And even though there wasn't so much drama in that interview, they gave me a lot to feed on. So I'm really excited about doing my next video on that one, on that part. However, right now, let's talk about Ciera. Is she going to be at the reunion? And according to northjersey.com, it says that it remains uncertain whether expelled contestants Yulisa and Ciera will be present at the reunion. But nevertheless, according to a report by the US Sound, the show's producers are discussing the possibility of bringing Ortega to the reunion. Ciera may attend, but we are still deciding this, a production source told the US Sun. So, production is still undecided on if to bring Ciera. I believe personally that they are going to bring Ciera because Ciera has strategically inserted herself into being important and relevant for this reunion. You know why? Besides the fact that, yes, she was close to the end before she was removed from the show, he was closed off with Nick. So she is actually an important part of that story. As in, they just wanted to just drop her and just leave her hanging out there and not involve her. The latest shit that she pulled on Nick is enough for people to, is enough for the producers to say, okay, let's consider bringing this girl in. Because let's be real, these shows, they thrive on drama. And Ciera kind of has created some form of drama. Because nobody cares about I wouldn't say nobody cares about her, but people are really not vibing with her right now. But this post that she supposedly made about Nick has put her in a strategic position to be called in back for the reunion.
Imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. He didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl.
She said, thanks, I booked a flight to Mykonos after surviving the video edit. Okay, yeah, we know that she wasn't badly edited. She was very well edited. She was almost like the main lead at some point. So that we know that is not correct. It's not accurate. But then she said she didn't end up with a guy who never actually liked her. So well, obviously we're guessing she ended up not he ended up not being with Nick, who actually never really liked her. I don't believe Nick didn't like her. Nick liked her. But Nick was not passionate about her. Nick liked her in the beginning of the show when she came, that mystery of Bombshell coming in, giving it to him hot. While Bella was there and at that time Bella was still very reserved. But then Ciera was more pushy. You know what I mean? Ciera was giving him everything back to back, giving him all these crazy things, the kissing, the touching, and all that. So there was no way he could let that go. But after a while, you start seeing that the guy got bored. She's not challenging him enough. She was too into him from get-go. Meanwhile, he said it himself that he likes the chase. So because he liked the chase, I think he got bored with Ciera right away. It's sad that he kept himself confused for a while because he felt he needed to commit to Ciera. And the dynamic on the show was really bad because most of them became friends. So they became besties. The people that they needed to explore potential romances with, they could not because of the friendship that they built with whoever was dating whoever. I don't even know if I should call it dating or whoever was exploring whoever. So that made it quite difficult. But I get where she's coming from. She has every right to be pissed. But at the same time, Nick has every right to explore others. It's not Nick's fault that he did what she did and got removed from the show. But anyway, back to the main gist of this video. The main gist is that it's most likely Ciera will be at the reunion. And I really do think Ciera will be at that reunion especially because of this post that she made. Because she stirred a lot of trouble and it got picked up by a lot of blogs. And she made a lot of internet, um, it shook the internet. Let me just say, it shook the internet. So, because of that, because she has that impact, I think she would definitely be called. It's worth calling her to the reunion. So, the fact that the producers are even discussing it right now is interesting. And then in that article, they said, Phil, it seems that production hasn't made up their minds. We don't want to deal with her too much now after what happened and what she said. And also after the way she reacted when we told her that she had to leave, the US Sun reported. Some of us don't want to have her there. Some others are pushing to have her come to the reunion. We will decide very soon about this. Andy Cohen will join Ariana Madix in hosting the Love Island USA Season 7 reunion. Special deadline reported. Okay, so we have Andy Cohen coming on, which is, I think, is the best decision they can have at this point because Andy asks perfect question. He doesn't move away or shy away from drama. He tries to stir up as much drama as possible and tries to get to the roots and the truth of whatever is going on social media. So I think getting Andy Cohen is the best. So, when they said that because of what she did, okay, we all know what she said, right? She raised the racial slur um, on Asian people in some of our older posts. And when she got out of the show, she apologized. And from what we heard on the rumor concerning after she left the show, according to Zach, was that she didn't want to leave. When they told Ciera to leave, to pack up and go. She didn't want to leave. She kept begging them that she wants to stay. She can't go. I don't know why Ciera was hell bent on staying. Probably because of Nick. I don't know. Or probably because Ciera already had a plan on how to win. I don't know. But they said she was adamant she didn't want to leave. But they told her she had to go. That she had to go. And based on the interviews we've been seeing lately, according to Shelly, Olandra, even Nick, and so many others, and Amaya, they said they didn't know when Ciera was removed. They just saw her, dressing up in the morning with them. It was just a regular day, and then the next thing she was gone. So they had no idea what was going on. And so why would anybody blame Nick for staying with Alhandria? Because of the way the way she was removed was really messed up. So you can't blame Nick for exploring Alhandria. They were meant to be, and they are together. According to Alhandria in this latest interview with Kiki Palmer, Alhandra said, we are genuine. Okay? Even though people still think it's not real, we are real. Huh. When I heard that, I was like, oh gosh. Oh gosh. My ship is sailing. Anyways, that's what I have to say here. I really wish Ciera will be at the reunion and I think she'll be there. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.